myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffused, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they can't
Hold on, AJ, you think I'm gonna have them shades on? Hold up.
I expect it.
Okay, welcome to Unfazed with AJ and JJ. JJ and AJ, however you want to call it. We got done with week 6 of NFL. We got a good episode for y'all today. As y'all can see, I have the shades on still. Even though we took an L, we are still in the W. If y'all, you know what I'm saying? We're still in the W, still number 1 in NFC East. But I know AJ's excited. He got him a W also this weekend. Well, not also. I got an L. He got him a W this weekend. 2 Ws. You know what I mean? We're going to go to it in the last segment of the show. But how you doing, man? How you doing, AJ? It's been a week.
It's been a good week, man. It's been a good week. You kind of said it, for me. I ain't even got to dive too deep into it, man. I'm pleased for now. You know what I mean? I'm pleased for now. I like what I seen out of the NFC East, and we're gonna get to the pick 'em later, man. I had a crazy good week, an insanely good week that we gonna get to in a second, man. But I'm feeling good, man. I got my little cup of apple juice. You know what I mean? My little cup of apple juice here, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go.
Hey, listen, I like what I see in the NFC East too. I just want to see, I love what I see. All right, we're gonna get to the show. So look, y'all, we're gonna go right to the first topic. Crazy day. So out of nowhere, the Jets and Bills play Sunday night, Monday night matchup. Whoever wins the game is ahead of the AFC East. Bills win. Boom. Aaron Rodgers goes to the press conference, criticizes Mike Williams. You're like, oh, what's going on? Next morning, trade Devontae Adams goes to the New York Jets. Oh man, that's crazy. They might be the best team in the AFC East. And the Bills said, hold up, hold my beer. We're gonna get Amari Cooper for $800,000. So now we got 2 teams in the same division making big splashes to get number 1 receivers for their respective teams. So AJ, I gotta ask you this question: who benefited more from that trade from both teams? Which team benefited more?
So for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's kind of a loaded question for me because on one end, I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills. They sitting at 4-2. The Jets obviously just lost to them last night, and so they have the upper hand. The Jets are 2-4. They have the upper hand in the division, and they can put a stronghold in the division with this trade potentially if it works out the way they envision it working out. Amari Cooper, as we know, is no scrub. Very solid receiver in this league. And I feel like they did miss that outside threat. I feel like they did miss Stephon Diggs. And I feel like this trade kind of let us know in their own way, yeah, we kind of miss Diggs a little bit because they don't make this trade if they still have Diggs, in my opinion. So I do think that this trade helps them. But we have not seen this pairing together of Josh Allen and Amari Cooper. And as great as Amari Cooper is, he ain't no Tay Adams. He is not no Tay Adams. Now, as you know, as everybody, fans of Unfazed know, I have been high on the Jets. I had them winning like 13 games. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen at this point. They've already lost 4 games. All right. So I'll take the L there. Yeah, I got no problem taking the L where it's due. They have not lived up to my expectations. But now adding Devontae Adams to this offense, one thing I'm confident in is the connection between Tay Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Yes, it's been a while, but we know the production is going to be there. Last 4 years with them together, we got a year of 111 catches, over 1,300 yards. Another year, 115 catches, 1,300 yards. Another year, 124 catches, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. what's this? 10 touchdowns, 13 touchdowns. Like Tay Adams and Aaron Rodgers is a dynamic duo in the NFL. And I still think they can be dynamic. I still have questions about the Jets offensive line. I still have questions about the Jets in general. They just find ways to lose, it feels like. I know officiating was an issue last night. It was what it was. I'm not giving the Jets no pass for that loss. They had an opportunity to win that game, and they folded. And honestly, Aaron Rodgers can talk as much as he wants about Mike Williams and that throw at the end of the game, and he was in the wrong spot. Bro, you had two other players open on the play where you could have gotten field goal range potentially, or at least got the first down and gotten field goal range and put yourself in a position to take this game into overtime. So while Mike Williams might not have been in the spot he was supposed to be in, you also did not make the smart throw, and you also have to take accountability for that. But he did start off by saying he didn't play well. He needs to play better. And so all in all, I say I like the trade for both teams. I feel like the Bills filled the void that I feel like they needed to fill. But I feel like the Jets loaded up in a spot that I feel like only helps their quarterback. And I feel like the reunion of Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers is stronger than the union of Amari Cooper and Josh Allen, because we've seen it before. We've seen this production. We know what it looks like. And now you have Alan Lazard still. You still have Garrett Wilson. That connection is growing like crazy. And it is, shout out to Teddy for the fantasy pickup. I just want to say the boy is balling for my fantasy team. I just want to say, but I like the connection that they have built, that they have now. And they got a potent offense. They just got to put it together. The question is, can they put it together quick enough to steal the division? That is going to be questionable. But at the moment, if we just talk about the trade and not the positioning of the division, I like the move for the Jets more than I like the move for the Buffalo Bills.
All right. I'm going to go with the Bills. All right. Although I think Devontae Adams is a better player than Amari Cooper, I feel like Devontae Adams might be more productive than Amari Cooper. But what the Bills needed, they needed that more than them needing Devontae, in my opinion. So what the New York Jets really need is an offensive line. That's what they need. Now, Devontae Adams is going to really help. I like to trade for both sides, like you said. But I want to address something you said about the Diggs comment, all right? They missed Stephon Diggs. We got to remember, Stephon Diggs ain't the only one that left. It's Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
Fair.
People forget Stephon Diggs started off great, but then as the season gets cold, he fades away. I got some numbers for you, AJ. I actually went through this before. This is my notes. So when you made a comment, I said, let me see if I still got these numbers. I still got it. Let's go. Copy, paste, put it in my notepad, all right? So look, in the last 3 years, Stephon Diggs, in the first 9 games, Stephon Diggs averages 7.8 receptions, 95.1 yards per game in the first 9 games. Then it starts getting cold. After the first 9 games, he averages 5.2 receptions a game, 55.1 yards per game. In the playoffs, 4.5 receptions a game, 48 yards a game. So Stephon Diggs, although he might have received the attention, you know what I mean, because he's Stephon Diggs, but his production wasn't showing what his contract was. So it's not. Gabe Davis used to eat in the playoffs. Gabe Davis used to eat in the second half of the season. So
you kind of stated why though. You kind of stated why in a way.
You're right, Stephon Diggs, but Stephon Diggs is supposed to be that guy. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be productive, especially late in the year. I remember Coach Coombs always say Stephon Diggs, when it gets cold, he disappears. I'm like, yeah, right, Coach. And I looked at the numbers. I'm like, dang, Coach actually right about this one. So shout out to you, Coach Coombs. But Amari Cooper is a big upgrade. I feel like, I'm not going to say big. I think Devontae Adams is a bigger player. Like I said, he might have better numbers, but we keep forgetting how Amari Cooper is. Amari Cooper did not want to be there. Let's start there. Reports came out and said that he was done with Deshaun Watson before the season started. He'd been trying to get out of Cleveland since before the season started. They wanted Joe Flacco over Deshaun Watson. Let me tell you this, AJ. In 11 games with Deshaun Watson last year, Amari Cooper, 69 yards per game, 4 receptions a game, 2 TDs. In 11 games. 4 games with Joe Flacco. 4. 121 yards a game, 10 receptions a game, and 3 touchdowns. You don't think he was happy? Change the scenery, switch up, new life. Amari Cooper's happy. he plays better. Remember before he went to Dallas and then after Dallas, he was with Oakland for 6 games that year. And those 6 games, 5 receptions a game, 46 yards a game, only 1 TD. He goes to Dallas for 9 games, 8 receptions a game, 90 yards a game, 6 TDs. Amari Cooper seems like when he's motivated, he's going to perform. When he's not motivated, he's just not going to perform. I feel like changing scenery from going from a 1-5 team Cleveland, who was dead in the dumps in the AFC North, going to the 4-2 Buffalo Bills, number 1 AFC, going from Deshaun Watson to Josh Allen. It's like a hallelujah. Right? Thank you, Jesus. Right? So he's excited about that. But like once again, like you said, I think the Devontae Adams, I like to trade for both teams. I think both teams would get better. I love the Devontae Adams move. I'm glad they did that because Aaron Rodgers is happy with Devontae Adams. You're going all in. Do it. You're going all in. And all you gave up was a third round conditional pick, whatever. Which that third round pick could be something amazing, but you're going all in. You put all your eggs in the basket of Aaron Rodgers. Now I'll give you another number. Aaron Rodgers got rapport with who on that team? Allen Lazard. Not Garrett Wilson. When he's throwing the ball to Allen Lazard, AJ, his QB rating, his passing rating is 120.3. When he's passing to everybody else, 77.3. Come on now. I mean, that means something. I get it. Garrett Wilson is getting the attention. He's getting double team. Allen Lazard is not. I understand all that. But Devontae Adams coming in there, now Garrett Wilson is single covered now. Devontae Adams will get the coverage. Or sometimes Devontae will be single covered and Garrett Wilson will be getting the double. Somebody's gonna be open, but we know his guy is Devontae, and they gonna cook because we've seen it before, and it wasn't like it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. This is just 3 years ago. So
you kind of making my case for me, Joe. Like what? No,
I like it for both sides. I really do.
Okay,
and I think Devontae will be productive, but the main issue for them though is not like getting a receiver ain't so like the Bills' biggest problem was what? Receiver. Boom. I feel in that void. It's like the Cowboys. We look at the Cowboys. If y'all were to add another receiver like Devontae Adams and the Cowboys were to get a really good running back, they might benefit more because they actually needed a running back. Y'all got 2 receivers already. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So that's how I'm looking at it. But I think it's a win-win. I think it's a win for both teams. I don't think no one team is so much higher than the other. I think both teams will benefit from this. I'm just picking the Bills because the need for that receiver was much bigger than what the Jets needed.
I completely agree on the standpoint that they need offensive line help. That is, I mean, they've needed offensive line help since before the season started. But I think adding a guy like Devontae, right. But I think adding a guy like Devontae Adams helps in a good way speed up that clock for Aaron Rodgers. He could put the ball wherever it needs to be put, and you can get it out a lot quicker than it's been getting out. Now, he has been getting better with getting the ball out a little bit quicker as of late, in my opinion, at times. But sometimes you can tell he's just not comfortable. You already said it. He's just not comfortable outside of Allen Lazard, and I do think the chemistry is getting there, with Garrett Wilson. Outside of that, he don't really have the confidence to quickly let the ball go and expect for them to catch the ball and make a play. With Devontae, hike, here you go. Hike, here you go. And then, like you said, when they shift that coverage over there, now we got single coverage on the opposite side. We got guys open in the slot, guys open, tight end open. I might have a dump down in the flat to the running back, Breece Hall, who played pretty well last night. I think at this point, it adds a new dynamic to the offense that kind of masks the offensive line a touch, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't even really load up on the run game like how you would before, because like you said, the chemistry is only there with one receiver legit. So and guys, to be real, you respect Allen Lazard, but you don't really respect Allen Lazard. You know what I mean? Like, that's a guy that you want to make sure you keep an eye on. Yeah, no disrespect. Like, obviously, respect is a big word, but I'm just saying, as a defender, I'm sure as a defense, yeah, he's there, but you don't look at him the same way you look at a Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So, loading the box to stop the run is something that you can't do nearly as much now because you got Devontae Adams on one end, and then you got Garrett Wilson on another end. Right. And so I just feel like, in a way, like I said before, I think it masks to an extent the offensive line issues when you have those options to throw the ball to. And I think it opens up the run game. I just think it adds a completely new dynamic to this offense. Whereas the Bills, you could talk about how Diggs, his game fell off in the colder months. But at the same time, I kind of already seen the Bills with good receivers. You kind of see what the Bills can do with good receivers. Now, to your point, they win the division. They win the division, right? But when it matters most, they don't really make, in my opinion, a ton of noise at the same time. Whether it be running into Patrick Mahomes one year or running into, I don't know, the Dolphins one year, whoever, Joe Burrow one year. No, you know what I mean? But I feel like I've already seen that. With this, in this situation, you're in a new system. It's a brand new team. And now you add Devontae Adams to this. I just think that it's gonna open up the floodgates for this offense even more. And I think it will help, again, not to repeat the same thing, but it'll help the offensive line. I think it'll help the offensive line. Prime example, not to bring Philly up, we're gonna talk about them shortly, but that offensive line at times look horrible without AJ Brown out there. You bring AJ Brown out, that ball coming out a lot quicker. Here you go. Right. Here you go. Like now the offensive line, we only got to block for like two seconds max. Hey, he letting it go. AJ, go get it. I feel the same way because that trust is there with Devontae. So
I agree with you.
Yeah. So in a way, it you know what I'm saying? It helps. It helps.
I agree with you because when the Jets are playing that quick game, it's working. And then just yesterday, he threw a quick pass to Mike Williams and he wasn't ready for it. He dropped it. So like little stuff like that is frustrating for Aaron Rodgers. And when they get the ball out quick, they are a lot more efficient. When he has to hold the ball, that's when they get in trouble. So that's a great point.
Yeah. But Joe, gotta talk about these birds, man. I came on here and I said the Eagles are going to win their next 4 games in a row. They're going to come out smoking. And they came out and they was in a dogfight with the Cleveland Browns. Looked up at halftime and it was tied. I was trying to flick back and forth between, after we went up 10, I was trying to flip back and forth between the Commanders game and the Eagles game, trying to keep tabs on both. Then I noticed the game was tied. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just focus on the Eagles game because, like, no matter what happens in that game, we gotta win. We gotta win. like even my wife got me on Instagram looking crazy watching the game. I'm like, dang, man, you gotta put me out there like that. But all in all, man, after the Eagles win this past Sunday, do you feel better, worse, or the same about the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yo, shout out to your wife. I saw that I was dying laughing. She look like I deal with every Sunday. Right?
Sitting right in front of the TV, breaking it down. Like,
looking straight. Like, yo, pajamas on the field. Eagles gear, have pajamas.
Man, like, dog, what's going on, man?
Man, they lose. He got his Eagles gear on because they win. We gonna turn up. Well, they lose. Got my pajamas on, going right to sleep.
I'm taking a beastie nap. I'm getting right in the bed.
So, do I feel better, worse, or the same by the Eagles? I feel the same right now. All right, from last week. And I wanted to tell myself, what are the positives of this game? Number one, Hurts didn't turn the ball over. First time he didn't turn the ball over since the Chiefs game last year, November 20th. Been a long time. I think it was nine games in a row, right? Something like that. That's one positive. Second positive I saw against the blitz, he wasn't too good. He was 6 from 12, which is 50%. Life for him to be a little better than that. But both of his touchdowns came off the blitz. One to Devontae Smith on the mesh, your favorite play, and one to AJ Brown on the fly route, one of your other favorite plays, all right? On the go route.
Facts.
So I gave him props for that. But I was expecting more because now y'all got blown out by the Buccaneers. It was funny. I was laughing, but I understood the situation. Y'all didn't have Lane Johnson. Y'all didn't have AJ Brown. Y'all didn't have Devontae Smith. And the play calling was trash. You know what I mean? Like he could have ran the ball more. But I wiped out. That happens to most, everybody once in a while gets a blowout like that. It happens, right? Kind of like when we said with the Bills and the Ravens, we just swept them on the rug. Okay, it happens. Mm-hmm. But then I really expected y'all not to just dominate, but like to look like the Eagles. You know what I mean? I feel like y'all didn't. And there were moments when y'all were very aggressive of getting the first down on third down. Like, it was 3rd and 1, tush push. Okay. 3rd and 2, tush push. We getting his first down. And then on the one time you don't do it, you throw the ball. you get, I think you got sacked, right? You get sacked,
Yes, bro.
and then you kick a field goal, and it gets blocked. like I know you was in the house, like, bro, come on. So that's that. Number two, a streak. Y'all still got a streak going, AJ. That I've been tracking. Y'all still haven't scored in the first quarter. That's a problem. You know, like I feel like me and Kevo had a situation. You know, he was like, "Oh, most of our team." I was like, "The 2022 Eagles, they get an early lead, and they, you know what I mean, and they just, you gotta catch up.
You
We're
just
gonna run
want
the
them off.
ball, run the clock out." He was like, "Man, 90% of our points is in the second quarter." I looked it up. Y'all were third in the first quarter in scoring that year, third in the league. You know, so and right now y'all the only team that haven't scored. And another thing, a streak did get broken that day. The Browns coming into that game were 0-26 in their last 26 third downs. 0-26. And they converted on third down against y'all. I was like, dang, like that's a bad streak. They broke the streak against y'all. And it was in that drive when like Watson was on one. He had 11 straight completions. He almost let them down to a touchdown drive. 2 false start penalties killed them. These idiots kicked the field goal. Like, bro, you haven't scored an offensive touchdown all game. What makes you think you're going to kick this field goal, stop Philly, and drive all the way down Philly to get another touchdown? Like, come on, let's be real. Go for the touchdown now and decide for that. And then if you don't get the touchdown, get a 3-0, and you're still in good position to get another touchdown. Like, I don't know what was wrong with that. So I would say that. Yeah, like they terrible, man. So, but and on another thing, the Browns are the only team that haven't scored 20 points or more. They were this close to making that happen against y'all. You know, so like, but a win is a win. You had to get the W. Y'all got the W. You know, like it was like one of those like sometimes you gotta see the like in basketball, you gotta sometimes I don't care how it goes in, I gotta see the shot go in. I remember the Kings when we first got Mike Brown, we went 0-4. And we was and the fans were like, bro, I mean, y'all say y'all changing stuff. What's going on? Like, what's going on? And then we finally got a win against Miami. We were blowing them out, and they came all the way back. It came down to the last ride. We finally won, and then we won a 7-game win streak. You know, so sometimes you just need that win to get back on the right track. But and lastly, what's up, your boy AJ? What's up, your boy? Rocking at your fans, dog. Like, but I know everybody said it, but I'm gonna say it too. This man started yelling at the fans. And then I see your boy Brandon Graham laughing too. Laughing at him too, doing that. By the way, your boy had a big stop that game. He had
Brandon Graham?
Yeah, when they tried to do that reverse, that wide receiver screen, that wide receiver can't think of the word.
Sweep. Mm-hmm.
That was a big stop. That was a huge stop. So shout out to Brandon Graham. He turned up too after that. But he yelled at the fans and then bring his kids to the press conference. Y'all don't yell at me, y'all. I got the kids here. Don't yell at me. Treat me nice. And then he comes on the next day and apologize. So Sirianni right now, he cut his hair. You know what I mean? You can tell right now Sirianni is like drowning right now. I think he is. Like, but I do like the fact that the team told him, we need you back. We need you back. You know, we gotta get back to who you gotta be. But Giants is a big game for y'all, AJ. That's a really big game for y'all. I gotta say, Jalen Hurts is 1-5 at MetLife. 1-5. Y'all own the New York teams in Philly. When y'all go to New York for some reason, y'all be having issues, bro. I don't know what it is.
That turf.
So I would say I feel the same because y'all got y'all stars back and y'all still look the same. I feel like y'all should look much better than I did. AJ looked good, Devontae looked good, but as a team, I'm watching y'all as a unit, and it's like I don't sense fear. I want to be able to watch y'all and be like, okay, we gotta get ready for these boys. I didn't see that Sunday, so I would say the same.
So this is my thing, bro. I'm glad you said that. How do I feel? I'll answer the question right away. I definitely feel better, but it's not I'm on 100 now. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's one of those, I can't say I feel the same because I felt like crap last week because we got beat by felt like 50 points and we didn't have AJ and Devontae. And my biggest thing is I want to see AJ on the field look like AJ. I want to see Devontae back on the field looking like Devontae. And I want to see how Hurts looking with them both on the field together again. That's what I need to see. If I consider that, in what I'm looking at, I liked what I've seen from all three of them. I thought Jalen played an efficient game. He made the plays that he needed to make when he needed to make them. You know what I mean? No turnovers, big time throws downfield. You know what I'm saying? Got Grant Cartel, Grant. I'm just not even gonna try to say his last name. Got the backup tight end involved in the middle of the field to touch on the sideline.
Only catch in the middle of the field, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was. Like, and I loved it. And I'm like, okay, they ain't doing no more, which is all good. 4 receptions for like 64 yards from my backup tight end. That's not something that I expected, but I love to see it because it just shows that trust is there, and you need that with Jalen. He got to trust his guys. So I like that. And even though we played the Browns, I thought the defense played decent. I thought they played decent. Obviously, they played better than how they played Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, but that's Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers compared to the Browns. My biggest thing, Joe, is say the Eagles went out there and won by 50. What was we going to say? It's the Browns. I'd have said, it's cool. I'm glad that we went out there and showed what we could do, but it's Cleveland. I seen Washington blow them out. I seen Dallas blow them out. I seen the Giants beat them. So, like, you beating them by 50, even though, of course, as a fan, I wanted to see that. Though, let's not get it twisted. I said it would be easy, and they didn't make it easy, right? And so, of course, as a fan, I wanted to see that, but you didn't do that. You know what I mean? So if you blow the Browns out, it really don't mean much, right? You win a tight game against the Browns. We're gonna say exactly what we're saying right now. Y'all didn't really look like the Eagles. Like, what's going on? But y'all got the job done. Lord, God forbid they lose the game. It's like Nick is gone. Jalen should be traded. Maybe we release AJ and Devontae and we just rebuild the whole team. I mean, that's what the notion will be. And so really, in a way, it was kind of a lose. Just make sure you win the game. Just beat the Cleveland Browns. Get the Cleveland Browns out of the way. When I look at the rest of the NFC, you hit on something that I definitely want to hit on because everybody's going to talk about how the Eagles win this game. And, you know, myself included, because, again, I wanted to see a blowout. But everybody's going to talk about how they win this game and Nick Sirianni's shenanigans that I'll get to in a hot second over the fact that they just won the football game and got to the next week. I'm like, bro, let me look at the rest of the NFL for a second because it seemed like the Eagles are one of those few teams because we have expectations of getting to the Super Bowl and we have all these players. You want to see dominance every week. So I'm like, let's look at the rest of the NFL. I look at the 49ers. I got it all here, right here in my notes. I look at the 49ers. They came out, they smoked the Jets week 1. We like the 49ers, so like they the best team. They gonna run it back. Next 2 games, they lose back-to-back. Dallas come out, they blow the Browns out. We just seen what happened to Dallas. That was crazy. We're going to talk about that shortly. The Buccaneers, they put 37 on y'all. Then they came out and beat the Lions. Looked amazing. Then they get smoked by the Broncos. They smoke us. Then they turn around and lose to the Falcons and then drop 51 on the Saints. It's like I walk away thinking it's the NFL, bro. Even though you want to look a certain way, right now, this early in the season, that's not going to win us no Super Bowl. Playing flawless football right now don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, you want to be clicking on all cylinders when it matters. Getting closer to the playoffs, when it's time to win the division, when it's time to win the conference, when it's time to go to the Super Bowl. That's when you want to be clicking. Not really right now. Right now, what I like about the Eagles is I see us trying to build, getting healthy and building. That's what it's about. Let's stack these wins and let's progressively get better. And I'll also look around and say I feel better because, I mean, did the Commanders win? Did the Commanders win? Nah. Did the Cowboys win? Nah. Did the Giants win? Nah. Oh, we good. We straight. You know how I am, Joe, as a fan. I'm just trying to win the division step by step. Let's get the division. Let's see about the conference. Let's make a run. That's how I feel ultimately. I do want to get to Nick, bro. I'm going to say something that I have yet to say. And I think it's appropriate to say it now. And it's going to sound crazy coming from me. I stand with Nick, bro. Nick is far from a flawless head coach. Nick do some of the silliest stuff sometimes. It don't make sense to me when it comes to his play calling. But when it comes to Nick's enthusiasm, his attitude, the fact that I know he's a hard worker, the fact that he takes every bullet that could possibly come towards the Eagles, He know he didn't call that 31 play. That was Kellen Moore. But he said, yeah, I called that play. He know he didn't call a third down play in for the defense. We all know Fangio called the play. But what do you say? Yeah, I caught that play. That's on me. Jalen Hurts throw an interception. Yeah, maybe we should have trained and practiced that differently. We got him going through certain progressions, and we probably should have had him starting on the left side instead of the right side. And that's why he turned the ball over. He takes grenades and bullets for everyone on the team. So my message for Philly and the fans, and especially for the players, is, bro, if he backing us in that kind of way, the players, and he backs the fans in a way, which I'll get to the little fan interaction, but he's always backed the fans. Why not back him in this moment while everybody talking crazy? I done heard people say he a clown. I done heard people say he a joke. Like the man don't still win games. Well, he still wins games somehow, some way. And the fan interaction, bro, tied at 10-10 going into halftime. You got 30,000, 40,000 people chanting "Fire Nick," bro, going into half. Fired, bro. Really take a moment as humans, bro, to just imagine that for a hot second. You mess up on your job. You doing the best that you can. You mess up on your job, even though you know expectations are high. You make a mistake. There's been a lot of mistakes on the way, but you got a pretty good resume overall. You just had a bad season the previous year. And this year has been a little bumpy, but you got a chance to go to 3-2, and the rest of the division might lose, and you'll be in second place. Only reason why you really in second place is because you ain't played the Giants yet, and we had a bye week, right? And you hear the whole stadium at your job, fire Joe, fire Joe, fire Joe. You look around like, yo, my bad, but that's how y'all feel? And then after the game, me being me, I might say something back too, even though it's just the Browns. Even though I struggled, y'all still want me gone? We found a way to win. We still building. What happens if we win this next 4 games? Y'all still gonna feel that way? These antics, these things that y'all said, these things that y'all don't like. Did y'all feel that way in 2022? No, we loved it. We, as Eagles fans, we ate it up. Everything he did, that's so Philly. It's so Philly. He going 4 on 4th. He trusts his players. He passing on 3rd and 1. And it's a bomb to Smitty. Oh, we loved it. Now it's not working, and we bashing the man. That's why I say I stand with Nick, bro. I know my guy trying. I know my guy doing the best he can. He under a lot of pressure, and I think he need that support from at least the fans and the players because he ain't getting it nowhere else, man. So I'm happy with 3-2. We could look better, obviously, but I'm cool with looking okay right now. We don't want to peak right now. Around, you know what I'm saying, December, January, getting into that playoffs, that's when you want to peak. So I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. And I stand with Nick. It looked crazy, but I stand with Nick, man. Real talk.
So look, all right, let me address that first. Now, AJ, if you were in the locker room with Philly, then I understand. I get it. Because although when Nick Sirianni was taking a bullet for everybody, we came on here, we still let Kellen Moore get it. We came on here, we still let Jalen Hurts get it.
Facts.
Just because Nick Sirianni going to take the bullet for you, you were still wrong. We're going to let you know you're wrong. So I get it if you're a player. Like Jalen Hurts and them should get like Jason Kelsey. They asked him on the Monday Night Show, how you feel about it? He said, obviously, he probably felt that's the wrong way to handle it, but that energy that he gave, that's a Nick they need. Like, he turned it into like something positive. You can tell he had his back. He didn't want to bash him. That was his guy. But he was wrong because at the end of the day, you know what team you signed up for? The Philadelphia Eagles. The rowdiest fans in sports, for real. Like, one of the benefits of being an Eagles coach, when you go to the stadium, they the rowdiest dudes. If when y'all on a high, oh my gosh, you can't tell Philly fans nothing. But when you slumming, just go ask Ben Simmons how Philly fans be treating. When you slumming,
but being quit though.
No, I get you in that. But when you slumming, they gonna let you know. When you're not doing your job well, they gonna let you know. They didn't expect y'all to go to halftime 10-10 with them when they just saw just a week ago the Commanders was up 21 to 3 at halftime. They're like, come on, bro. We're supposed to be competing with this dude. And we got the whole squad back in this 10-10. Yeah, we're gonna say fire Nick. But if you turn this around, yeah, we're gonna be back on your bandwagon. That's what fans do. Fans are emotional. Fans lead off emotion. They leave off what they see right now. So last thing you want to do is cause a riot against the fans. Because now you're gonna have fans coming to the stadium booing you even more. You don't want that. You don't want that happening. I wouldn't be surprised if when y'all play the Giants, y'all go down, they booing y'all again because of what Nick did. So that's what he signed up for. And I feel like as a head coach, you got to be able to control yourself and not go at the fans. Control yourself and get better. Go ahead.
This my thing. This is two parts to this. One, I think at the end of the day, I completely agree with you. As a as a head coach in the National Football League, a head coach of any team, you got to find a way to be above it all. You got to find a way to be mature and not respond to certain stuff. I completely agree with that. The flip side to that, though, is you're right, bro. Philly is tough to play in. It's tough to coach, especially when the expectations are super high. I don't like the fact, even though he's a head coach, and even though he's not flawless, and even though he's made a ton of mistakes over the last really year and a quarter, year and a fifth, right? I don't like the fact that you can have 20, 30,000 people not booing you, chanting for your job to be gone, and you can't respond at all. That's my only thing. And this is the thing. As players, because you brought up the players, as players, you see that. You know one way to not get booed and not deal with that no more? Ball out. Ball out. Because now what you got? You got a situation where you in that foxhole with him now. No matter what, he a head coach. And from my understanding, y'all like him. I be searching for it. Do any of y'all not like Coach? Like legit, I'll be looking, bro. I'll be looking every little source I have, bro. I'll be filtering through to see if any anonymous sources or anybody outside of the little Jalen Hurts stuff, if anybody come out and flat out say we don't like Coach. Nobody says it. Everywhere you look, they back him. So now you know that's your coach. You in that foxhole with him, man. We got the fans booing us. We got the fans chanting for your job to be gone, right? We got the national media saying that you a clown and saying that we a joke and all of this other stuff. It's us against the world now. And that's really Philly, for real. That's the not underdog, but that's like the underdog like a mentality that he preaches on a day-to-day. Yeah, like that's the mentality they live and breathe that. That's the situation and the environment that they thrive in. Even when it comes to the stories of certain Sirianni's story, underrated, when he first got hired, people was like, who is that? Why would you hire Nick Sirianni? He had that bad opening press conference where it's like, myself included, what is this? Jalen Hurts, when he was first drafted, it's like, bro, we got Carson. Why are we drafting Jalen Hurts of all people in the second round? Like a lot of people, AJ Brown, they traded that man, said, look, we finna draft a rookie, bro. We don't believe you really like that. And if we do, we really don't want to pay you like that. You know what I mean? Like Devontae Smith, you too small. Like it's a lot of different stories for all of the players, that underdog like story that I feel like in this situation now, which is the reason why I say I back him, because I feel like this is the perfect, even though I know he's not going to hear this, this is the perfect time to back him. Like, yo, let's rally. That. Now let's rally now. Let's feed off the energy of people calling us crazy. And Nick, like the player said, keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. We want to keep that energy coming. Now you got to deal with it if we take L's and we don't show up. But now you have even more of an incentive to show up and play ball, especially if you like that coach and you don't want that coach to be under fire 24/7. Like, bro, I'm a fan, and I've stated how I feel about Nick numerous times. I just been like, Nick he be ticking me off, right? But even how I feel about Nick, hearing analysts, multiple people say he a clown, offended me, bro. Like, bro, that's still my coach, though. This coach still he still got us to a Super Bowl. He still win games. Like, he be ticking me off, but that's still my coach. And I feel like a lot of them players feel that too. Like, all right, bro, we get it, but y'all getting very disrespectful now. Okay, it's just more motivation, bro. Let's turn it up. I like what we doing. I like how we building. I like the spot that we're in. As rough as it's looked, bro, I will take 3-2 right now. Just keep building. Long as you are hitting on all cylinders when it matters, I think you cool. And again, bro, I like what Jalen Hurts looked like when them weapons back. I like what my boy looking like when he got his dog. At least really with AJ back. Devontae's one thing. AJ, when AJ back, it's hey,
he gave him a lot of chances too. He was throwing
boy, hey, go get it. Man,
but
AJ
like,
came up with the craziest catches.
Something you said though. You said the last one to say about it's y'all wasn't like in a lose. See, the question is better, worse, or the same. If y'all would have won, like undoubtedly, like I would have won like landslide, I would have felt better. When y'all win and it's a struggle, same. If y'all lose, worse.
Fair.
I look at this game like the Giants versus the Cowboys. And remember, we was like, oh, they gonna whoop the Giants. I remember you put in the chat, you was like, oh, 52. He said some wild score.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
too. And then even though the Cowboys won, I felt like they lost. I'm like, God, y'all don't look the same. You know what I mean? Even against Pittsburgh, they won. It was like, I still don't feel good about y'all. Only good part about that game, Pittsburgh, is Dak had a game-winning drive. Outside of that, like, I don't feel too good about y'all. I still feel the same. And that's how I feel about this Browns game. Even though they had 0 offensive touchdowns, the game would have been different. They would never block that field goal.
Bro,
but just watching y'all, it's like, I watched that game. I was like, dang, like, you know. And like I said, I gave y'all a pass with the Bucks game because y'all didn't have y'all. Like you and Kev always tell me y'all record without Lane Johnson, like y'all don't. It's an L. It's gonna be an L most likely. You know what I mean? And y'all don't have AJ and Devontae. Come on, man. And the Bucks been hot offensively. I mean, it just dropped 51 yesterday, 2 years ago. So that's how I feel about that.
I want to say before we move on, it'll be quick. I want to say, remember what I said last week about Cleveland, bro? Cleveland defense is still good, but they need something to play for. And I felt like when we was marching, we had all the momentum. It's 10-3. We probably about to at least put up 3, if not a touchdown on this drive. We had 3 timeouts, Joe. Got to the line, burned the timeout. I'm like, we finna do something stupid. I just knew. I'm like, we finna do something stupid, bro. Drop back pass, sack, block kick for a touchdown. Coming out of halftime now, that defense feel like you got a shot to win the game. And that's why I feel like ultimately it ended up being closer to what it should have been. Because that defense was like, okay, we got a shot. Myles Garrett then heated up. You know, in the locker room, they like, we here. Whereas y'all was smart and y'all put them away early. And they like, man, we ain't coming back. But it was a tie game. They like, we here. So we had to get it out the mud. But Philly, I ain't tripping. It's still very early. Just stay healthy and continue to build. We'll see how we look against the Giants. I'll take the ugly wins so long as it's not the whole season.
Yeah, like last year.
Like at some point, yes. Later on, we want to start killing. But for right now, man, just stack the wins. Commanders is winning games. You know, we passed the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys got some more L's coming up.
They got Giants next week.
I'm just you know what I mean? So that's why I'm just like, you know, and the NFC is tight right now, bro. You got so many teams that's competing at a high level in the NFC, bro. Like it's a lot of 4-2 teams. It's an undefeated team. It's a 4-1 team. Like, so like right now, bro, for me, first half of the season, just win as many games as you can, bro. Don't care how it look. But eventually you want to start looking like a true contender. That's how I feel about it.
I think this Giants game is so big because
for sure.
It's a division game. And this is a game where I'm like, y'all gotta win.
Saquon Barkley revenge game too. Like you have to win this game.
Come on, man. Like if y'all drop this game, it's like dang. Like you know what I mean? Like
to me, Joe, all of these games are must. Like you have to beat the Jags, but this really it's more onto it because it's the Giants. But and it's the division rival. But you got to beat the Jags. You got to beat the Giants, and you. Again, bro, Joe Burrow's gonna be Joe Burrow, but you gotta find a way to outscore him too, bro.
Find a way to outscore.
Like you gotta win these games, bro.
They ain't scored like it's the Giants though, so that's a good sign right there for y'all.
That's true. Very true.
And the Giants missing an offensive lineman, Thomas. He's out. He might be out for the year. So
yeah. That defensive line crazy though.
Woo. Let's get to the next topic, man.
Yes, sir.
My
Yes, sir.
squad. My squad. So the Commanders rode into Baltimore on the Beltway, went down 690 for 295. They keep saying battle with a Beltway. AJ, for real, it's battle with a Parkway. It's 295 Parkway. That connects DC and Baltimore. It's the end of 295 is DC and the other end is Baltimore. That's it. 295.
Gotcha.
Parkway, not Beltway. 495 is a Beltway, 695 is a Beltway. Two different highways. Neither of them go to Baltimore or DC. All right. So the Commanders went there and they lost to the MVP candidate Lamar Jackson and MVP candidate Derrick Henry 30-23. One score game. Took a Lamar and a Derrick Henry first down in the last drive to seal the deal. So AJ, my question for you is this. Because the Commanders, they ain't reached this. I'm gonna let you cook, you know. I ain't gonna say them too much. Did the Ravens expose the Commanders? Floor is yours.
Oh man. First off, man, shout out to the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the flock, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We needed y'all to go in and handle business. We appreciate y'all for handling that for us. You know what I'm saying? We needed that L on their record. And we did y'all solid too. We got rid of the Browns for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? We just made sure that they was in the dumpster fire. You know what I mean? We ain't make it look pretty, but we still got the job done. Just like y'all got the job done. So we appreciate y'all. Handshake, Lamar, you know what I mean? Everybody over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I want to start off by saying that. Question. Did the Ravens expose the Commanders? No, they didn't expose the Commanders. Because I know what the Commanders are. To me, they didn't expose the Commanders not one bit. Jaden Daniels is real. He is the real deal. Holyfield. There is no question about it. He got the ball in his hands. It's at that point now, early in his career, where you fear him. You do. Is Jaden about to score a touchdown here? Oh, he's starting to run. Come on, get to him. He's one of them type of players now. It's like, yo, Scary Terry, best quarterback he ever had. It's showing. It's showing. The offense is there. You know what I'm saying? So we love what we see out of the offense. But my question ain't really a bit, even though I still feel like he's going to hit a rookie wall. He's going to have games where he struggles offensively. I still feel like that is going to happen. To me, the Ravens defense has not been great all year. It's been kind of hit or miss. So I still kind of expected them to make his job a little tough, but him to still have a pretty decent game overall. Play better than I expected, but I didn't expect him to have a terrible game and for y'all to get smoked. What I did anticipate is for that defense to give up at least 25, 27 points and for y'all to walk away with an L, which is why I said they didn't expose the Commanders. They didn't expose nothing to me that I didn't already see. I said before, and I'll say it again when it comes to the Commanders. I asked you, Joe, Jaden this. We talking MVP. We talking MVP. Look at the year. Even though Caleb still going crazy. That's topic for another day, right? We ain't talking rookie in the year. That's in the bag. It's in the bag. Mm-hmm. Now we into another bag. Can we do the MVP? Da, da, da. And I'm like, Joe, I feel you. My question to you is, do you trust this defense? Yeah, of course I do, man. We look great against Cleveland. And we look great against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, which I did give y'all credit for that. Y'all look good in that game, right? But I'm like, Joe, y'all beat outside of the shootout against the Bengals, which, again, they put up 38 points on that defense, right? At the end of the day, bro, the teams that y'all beat have a combined record of 6-14. Now, again, that's y'all schedule. We can't control y'all schedule. They again, what I say about the Eagles, stack those wins. That's how you do it. That's how you win a division, win the conference, and get to a Super Bowl. But I'm still looking like when they face an offense that can score, Jaden is going to have to match that. And when they play real contenders in the NFC, and I still believe in the division, they're going to have to score points in order to get it done because the defense is not going to hold teams to, to 16 points here, 15 points there, and take pressure off Jaden Daniels to not have to go out there and put up 30 to 35 points. So while I love what I see from the offense, and Jaden is the real deal, as of now, I think this offseason, y'all gonna make moves. I think y'all will be better for the future because y'all see what y'all have officially, and y'all gonna try to bolster up that defense as much as you can, right? I respect that. But as of right now, I know what to expect. Y'all gonna smoke teams like the Panthers and things of that nature. Y'all might have an upset loss here and there because that's just the NFL. That's how it goes, right? But when you play against a team that can score, if Jaden ain't putting up 30 to 35, it's probably going to be your L. So, no, they didn't expose the Commanders. I knew what to expect, which is why I had them boys losing that game because I figured Lamar and, Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers and the crew, the flock, was going to put up anywhere between 26 to 30 points, which they did, and they walked away with the dub and brought y'all back down to earth just a touch. I know it wasn't a lot, Joe. I know it wasn't a lot. I know y'all still like, it was a one-score game. It was the Ravens. I ain't tripping too much. They real contenders. They say they're the best in the league. I know. This is how it starts, though. This is how it starts. 3-2, 4-2. Got a chance to go 4-2 next week. Y'all gonna have y'all buy at some point. I love it. We in the mix. This is what I like it. I like what I saw. So no, I think y'all a good team, but offensively, but defensively, I have my questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Caleb, we are next on Caleb's menu. And I don't think it's a meal he want to take. He might be going to the bathroom after this meal. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways. All right, look. Were we exposed? No. I agree with you. The world knew the defense was terrible. Well, the secondary is terrible. Because for the first we laid it out. Before the game, going to that game, we were the number 1 offense in scoring. We were the number 4 offense, and we were averaging 31 points a game. We were the number 4 offense in yards per game, and we were the number 2 rushing offense. So the secondary got exposed more. It just reminded people, hey, listen, y'all, attack the secondary because we had to put everybody in the box for Derrick Henry. I feel like we did an excellent job with Derrick Henry, but 2 things happened. Armstrong got hurt. I feel like that was big. He was having a great game. And then Jonathan Allen got hurt. He's out for the year, by the way. That's a big loss for us. And then once those 2 injuries happened, Derrick Henry started having his way. Although we know as the game goes on, Derrick Henry wears you out anyway. So even with those guys, that probably would have happened. But I feel like we did a great job containing him all game. And then we just lived with Lamar Jackson and single coverage all game or zone. And he just picked us apart. Our secondary is garbage, man. Like it's sorry. Like St. Jude's, man. He be getting to me every time. And he had 2 years ago. He had a pretty decent year, and I had high hopes for him. Then he just fell off last year, and I've been done with him ever since. So the run game wasn't there. Obviously, Brian Robinson had an injury. I didn't know until the day before, So I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a problem because Brian Robinson is our bruiser. Austin Eckler already said coming to our team, he don't want to be every down back. He wants to be able to share carries with another running back. Robinson is the type of running back we needed for this team. And another thing, I know the Ravens defense has been bad, but this was a focused Ravens defense. All the noise the last 7 days. Oh, game of the week. Jaden Daniels, Ron Clark coming out and said he's a better thrower than Lamar Jackson so far. All this stuff coming out. Remember the last time they hyped up a Ravens game? It was against the Bills in Baltimore. They demolished them. They hyped up the Ravens game against the Lions. What happened last year? Demolished them. They hyped up the Ravens game against the 49ers on Christmas. What happened? They demolished them. But guess what, man? As long as I got JD5, I'm always alive. I'm always alive.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I do like that.
The run game wasn't there. We had 30 rushing yards outside of Jaden Daniels. The defense was horrible. And we only lost by 7? Why is that? Oh, Jaden Daniels, he got Cliff Kingsbury. He's a product of the system. Oh, my gosh. Not that day. He was in a pocket, slinging that thing. Talking about the football. Watch your mind. Crazy. going crazy. My man JD5, was he exposed? No, he was introduced. My man was 24 to 35, which is a 68% complete percentage. To his standards, that's pretty low. But that's a regular QB's average, like an MVP candidate's average. Tua probably had last year, or Dagon in my home probably had. I mean, it's a regular average, 68%. 269 yards, 2 dime TDs to Terry. Oh my man, listen, AJ, I don't scream often. I scream both of them TDs, especially the second one. Oh my gosh, that second one, the back's gonna fade on the low power line. Oh my gosh, I was screaming. Oh, right, 110 QB rating. Right, like I said on the game where everybody talked about us, everybody talked about Jaden Daniels. They were ready, the MVP candidates, all that good stuff. He took he made 2 big throws while getting hit. One by Kyle Hamilton and one by Roquan Smith. Both times he delivered and took the hit. The one on Kyle Hamilton was definitely roughing the passer. They ain't called it.
Yeah.
Right. And they called a petty jump on St. Juice on third down when the receiver just fell on the ground and they called pass interference. I was so mad. It was a third down play. And then on third down for us, Noah Brown gets his jersey tugged and they called nothing. I'm like, what's going on? Home cooking. I told you they did that for good teams, AJ, so I ain't complaining. I want to give you
They said y'all ain't earned that respect yet. That's
exactly. What it's all good. I learned that from Mike Brown. Mike Brown is always to the Kings that. Listen, we got to earn our respect. I'm going to give you some numbers for Jaden Daniels, how special he is, man. I know you already gave him his props, but I want to let the world know. So far in the season, his passing rating versus man-to-man coverage, 120. His passing rating versus the blitz, 128. His passing rating under pressure, 107. His passing rating on non-play action plays, 105. His passing rating on downfield plays, 10 plus yards, 124. AJ, this is a passer and a runner. So, listen, man, I'm excited. I know you said when we play all these good offenses, let me give you a peek of our schedule. We got the Panthers. Good offense.
No.
We got the Bears. I mean, I guess. They
gonna be a good one. Hey, don't. They offense been cooking lately.
Hey, you know what's funny? Oh, y'all play the Cardinals. Y'all play this. Who they play? I mean, they play the Panthers. The
Jazz. That's why it's a good matchup because we get to see them two. You know what I'm saying? Go at it.
I watched that Jazz game and he looked really good. He was scrambling in the pocket, making good throws. I give him his prop. I'm not going to poo-poo on his parade because I ain't want y'all doing for my man, right?
It's like not to cut you off. It's like Dallas. Remember we were saying Dallas don't beat good teams, and then it was another team that was playing last year. I forget who it was, but it was like they playing another team that don't beat good teams. We just had to see. It was Dallas versus I think the Dolphins. He was like neither one of them beat good teams. We just got to see what happens. Like that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. And then we got New York again.
Giants.
Yep, the Giants. Pittsburgh, a good offense. I mean, I don't know. We got y'all. You know, we got Dallas. The Titans. I mean, you know, the Saints. I mean, I don't know what the Saints look like right now. I don't know how they're going to look down the road. All right. The Falcons, y'all again, and the Cowboys. So, like, I look at our schedule. I'm like, you know what? I feel like our defense will get better as the season goes on. I feel like that's the type of defense we're going to have. But our offense, we haven't reached our peak. I know you say we reached our peak. We haven't reached our peak, AJ. We only getting better. But did they expose us? Nah. They just reminded everybody that our secondary is trash. But they did introduce JD in the pocket.
Like I said, he a baller. It's just, you know, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go down this schedule too because I want to make a comment on this because I chuckle when I see this. But to me, that's why Joe get extra respect, though. Let me just say that before I get into what I'm gonna say. Joe get extra respect because he supported two teams that don't really win like that. like that's a real fan, bro. That's a real fan.
I would say it's the first time in my life. Both of my teams might make the playoffs at the same time.
It's nothing but respect.
That's crazy. Dang.
So you gotta, like I said, y'all schedule, you can't help who y'all play. I do think y'all gonna have every team get upset randomly. Like, I think they're gonna have a random upset in here somewhere. Don't the Jaden have a bad game, or the defense just don't show up at all one day and they give up 35, 40 points on a random Sunday. It's like, dang, random noon game. They like, bro, hold on, what's going on? Freaking Andy Dalton out here passing the ball for 400 yards. Like, I feel like it just happens. It's the NFL. The divisional game is gonna be tough. I'm really interested in seeing Jaden versus Steelers, even though as of now, I would probably still pick y'all to win that game just because I don't trust their offense, and I do think ultimately y'all will score. I'm really interested in seeing Jaden against that defense. So while y'all don't play a ton of good teams, I will give you that. I can't sleep on the Falcons with Kirk and the way he be playing. So I would say the games I have my eyes on, even though we're going to talk about Dallas in a second, it's a divisional game. The 2 Dallas games, the 2 Eagles games, the Falcon game, and I would say the Steelers game and the Bears game are games. I'm not saying y'all gonna lose all them games, obviously.
I got you.
But them games, I would say, like, all right, they got a chance to lose this week. On top of a random week where it's like, okay, they just slipped up. Yes. Give it to Thank you, NFL. Thank you, NFL. So while it looks sweet, ultimately we'll see. But like I said, I like Jaden. I respect the offense. The man got skills. I hear all the numbers, bro. I just know as of now, bro, when it matters, he going to have to win some shootouts. And while he can do it, it's still a lot to put on the rookie to consistently have to do that.
Oh, that's what all you did at LSU.
And but that's college. That ain't the pros. that ain't the pros. So,
but you got to think about it too. The Ravens are the number 1 offense in the NFL.
True. That's true.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, everybody ain't gonna be cooking like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, Tampa gave y'all 37 too. Like,
but Tampa cooking too, and that was the first game of the season. Tampa cooked, bro. They put up 51 on this last night. They put up points on the Falcons. Every game they put up points except for the Broncos and Lions game. Every other game they been putting up crazy. On y'all, they put up what 36?
Yeah, bro. They scorched us, bro. We ain't gotta get
40. It was 40, right?
Bro, it's
41
legit.
41-16. That's what it was.
So far in the distant memory, bro. I think it was 6. I think it was 16 to like 33 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken.
33. It was 33. You're right.
I think it was like 33.
41. My bad.
Yeah, you try to gas a little bit, bro. They ain't 40 ballers, bro.
Well, speaking of 40 something.
Oh man.
You know what? I'm gonna introduce this one. I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
I want to hear you first on this one. All right.
Okay.
So speaking of 47, no, we ain't mentioned 47. Speaking of 40, the Cowboys got dismantled. They got obliterated. I mean, we talking about they got decapitated. Like, I mean, any word you could think of as that leads to death. That happened to them on Jerry Jones' 82nd birthday. So against the Detroit Lions, 38-point loss. So, AJ, who's the biggest blame for this Cowboy loss?
So the biggest blame, even though it don't all go to this person, and I want to get into the other factors that it gets into, to be fair. I want to be fair. But who gets the most blame? It's that guy sitting up there in that suite on his 82nd birthday. Like, that's who gets the most blame for how Dallas has looked, not only last night, but for the rest, or on Sunday, but literally the entire season so far. He knew in his heart of hearts. First off, I've heard other people say this, and I couldn't agree more. I'm not convinced he wants to win a Super Bowl. I'm just not convinced. I thought he had a little bit of fire under him when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. He went out there. And, he got Brandon Cooks at the time, and he went out there. He got Stephon Gilmore, and I liked what I saw there in that team. I felt like that was a real threat, and they were that season. They ended up, being really good that year in the regular season. But going into this season, you knew you had major deficiencies. You knew you needed a rushing attack. Derrick Henry was there, and from my understanding, he wanted to be a Cowboy. Now we see how he's looking with the Ravens. Bruh, we just talked about him. Bruh. He looking like he could run for another at least 4 years at this level. That's what it looked like. So you had a chance to bring in Derrick Henry. You didn't. You've had chances to bring in other receivers to pair other legit receivers with CeeDee Lamb. You haven't done that. I say this, I feel like every time we talk about Dallas, the interior of the defensive line is an issue. The interior of the defensive line is a major problem. He does not address it. Forget the draft, bro. Get some sure talent in those positions that D tackle, bro. Get somebody in the middle, nose tackle to stuff the run, bro. Teams running up the middle nonstop. Now you don't have Micah Parsons and Lawrence, and it's really cut. It's really over with. So Jerry Jones deserves most of the blame for how Dallas looks, because everybody in their right mind looked at the Washington Commanders, and I said this on our panel. The Commanders got better. The Eagles, roster-wise, got better. Even the Giants, even though they let go of Saquon, they playing decent so far this year. Like they playing all right. They ain't playing too bad right now, in my opinion. They're a threat to us next week. The Cowboys are the one team you look at and it's like, bro, y'all were just 12-5, bro. Y'all can make a few moves and really maybe get to the NFC Championship game, bro. And y'all just for whatever reason refuse. And I don't know if it's because you like being in the media for not making moves, or you want people to think that you're above it all and you just know it all. But bro, it's not a good look. So he deserves most of the blame. Secondly, that defense. Now that I already talked about the personnel that they don't have, their defense is what Stephen A say. The Cowboys defense is awful. It's awful. I don't know if you saw that clip of him talking about Deshaun Watson. Awful. Like, bro, their defense is terrible.
If you want to arrest her for being awful, I won't be mad at you.
Bro, the level of seriousness in his face when he said that made it so funny, bro. The way he said awful. Bro, somebody said, random thing. Somebody on Instagram, I seen the clip on Instagram. Somebody spelled out how he said awful. OFFIL, awful. Like, hilarious, bro. But that's how the Cowboys defense is, bro. Against the Giants, against bad teams that are not known for offense, or I won't say bad teams that are not known for scoring like that, they show up. You held the Giants to 15 points. You held Cleveland to 17 points. You held the Steelers to 17 points. And it's not a coincidence. They won all three of them games, Joe. They won all three of them games. Teams that are known for scoring the football, bro, at the time that they played the Saints, they was scoring the ball at a high level. The Ravens, who you just mentioned, is the number one scoring offense in the league, and the Detroit Lions, 44 points, 28 points, and 47 points. They are literally 30th in the league, bro, in points allowed per game. That's where they rank, 30th. That's how bad this defense has been. You get to the rushing attack, which is why, again, you got to put this on Jerry, a big part of it. They are dead last in rushing per game, bro. They are the worst rushing attack in the National Football League. Bruh, Rico and Zeke combined for 42 yards on 13 carries, bruh. So now you get to Dak. I have to say all that because, to be fair to Dak, bro, it's a lot you seem like you're going to have to overcome from time to time. The defense not showing up, and you got no running game. All you got is CD and Ferguson. Yeah, bro. CD and Ferguson to really throw the football to. That's really all you got. But you got to put some of this on Dak too, because you just got paid. And some of this is on you, bro. When you go back and you look at this game, what do we always say about Dak? When that defense is there, they win, because he normally plays relatively well when the defense is there and they give him short fields and they give him more opportunities to make plays. But when they are having a bad day, and you can see it with Dallas right away, it's going to be one of them days. It's going to be one of them days. Dak seems like he shrivels up. I'm going back to when I'm watching this game, bro. The Lions scored touchdown. It's 7-3. They march the ball all the way downfield. Dak throws an interception in the red zone.
Crazy.
Bro. Points off the board, but the defense comes back, limits the Lions to a field goal. You come back down in your own territory for, I think it was like 30-yard line on a 3rd and 5, bad read, incomplete pass. Lions get the ball back again. We know this defense ain't playing well so far. Trick play, touchdown. Now they up 17-0 or 17-3. The game is not over yet. You get into a 3rd and 10 situation, you get sacked. The defense limits them to a field goal again. So now it's 20-3. The game is the first half. The game is not quite over yet.
This one it came over though. Go ahead,
bruh. Throw the ball on 2nd down. It's 3rd and 6. You throw the ball short to Tober, expecting him to make a play for the first down, which I thought wasn't a bad move. You give a receiver a chance to make a play. You like 2 yards short. I understand it. Then you go for it on 4th down, which at that point in the game, I understand you completely miss Ferguson, who's sitting there clapping, bro. Like, did you see it? Sitting there like, yo, I'm open. Completely miss Ferguson. Throws the ball to, I forget who number 9 is, the kick returner. I'm blanking on this name right now.
Turpin.
Throws the ball to Turpin. I think it was a PI, to be honest with you. I think it was a missed PI. You don't get that. Lions get the ball back, go up, score another touchdown, 27-3. At that point, it's a wrap.
Over.
It's like, even though the defense is terrible, bro, you are paid in a way to at least overcome some of this. We can't just say it's Jerry. We can't just say it's the defense when you the highest paid quarterback in the history of the game currently. We can't say that, bro. You get the ball back with an opportunity to score. At least put up a field goal, bro. At least give your defense something. Keep them off the field for a bit. The last thing you want to do is have interceptions and be punting the ball early and often, to that offense when you see that offense is cooking. He got to do a better job at stopping the bleeding, bro. He has to do a better job at stopping the bleeding. But if I had to give percentages, bro, Jerry got to have at least 75% of this, bro, almost, because it's all his fault. It's all his fault. You know your quarterback. You see what your quarterback can do. You know what he is. You know bro, Dak needs a decent team around him to win football games. It's just a fact. Most quarterbacks do. Jalen does. To just put it in context for the Cowboys fans watching, what you trying to say? Jalen need A.J. Brown to win at a high level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he needs his defense to be able to get timely stops for him. And I think he need a decent run game like most quarterbacks in order to win games. If you strip both away from him, bro, and you ain't got no other option on the outside to throw the ball to outside of CD, and y'all not even connecting like that, what you asking for? You know you're getting smoked. That gonna be about 2 picks, and you're gonna look up and it's 27-3 or 28-5 or it's some crazy score. It's like, dang, Dallas is doing Dallas again. And the worst part about this is these games are in Dallas.
I know.
It's smoked at home like this. Right. When just last year, they was the best home team in the league.
Undefeated. Lost their last 4 home games.
Man, it's enough to go around, bro. But it starts at the top. You got it, bro. You got to put your players in position to win, bro. You got to do more than pay them. You got to get some players to fit in this system to help them play better, bro. Ultimately.
Yeah. They were undefeated at home last year, and they lost their last 4 home games. They got smoked on all 4 first halves. So the Ravens, the Green Bay Packers, Saints in this game. Now, I do think Jerry Jones wants to win. He just wants to win when he's the guy. He wants to win his way of winning. Because when he did win, who was getting all the credit? Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
And he got rid of him. Like, that's the worst decision he made. He got rid of Jimmy Johnson because he wanted to take over. He wanted to fully take over the personnel. And then he was like, no. Okay, you're going to get out of here then. And then he won a Super Bowl the year after, all the residuals of Jimmy Johnson. But then once Jerry Jones completely took over, they haven't got to the NFC Championship game since. So he's the problem. And like you said, like I said this before, like you heard it saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a better one. It's easier to have a baby than to try to raise a dead. You need new life.
Yeah.
You need new blood. And you look at your family, AJ, not just you and your wife, but like in your family, when there's a new baby born, everybody excited. Like, oh, they're excited. Like, because new life, new blood. What y'all do last year, AJ? Look, y'all got AJ Brown, went to Super Bowl, came back the next year, got into a Philly funk. We need new blood. Let's go get Saquon Barkley.
Saquon, yep.
It brings new life. Like, okay, it's new hope. Okay, we got Saquon. Ravens get to the AFC Championship game. Lose. What they do? Get Derrick Henry. Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Y'all offense was vanilla. What we gonna do? Get Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy. New life. Everybody like, oh, this offense gonna be crazy, right? Crazy. Years ago, Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers go to Super Bowl, loses. They come back the next year, right? They get to a slow start. No, sorry. They lose to the Rams. They come out the next year, get to a slow start, go get C-Mac. They go get Chris McCaffrey. They make a move. The Cowboys don't do that. The last time they did that is when they got Amari Cooper, and it brought wonders for them. They didn't lose a game after that. So it is Jerry Jones' fault. But like you said, AJ, 38-point loss. 5th worst loss in Cowboys history. The worst home loss at home for the Cowboys since Jerry Jones owned the team. It's the worst loss, and it happened to be on his 82nd birthday. That was crazy. These dudes trying to score 82 points on Jerry Jones' birthday. That's what happened. That's probably what happened.
Sheesh.
Detroit starting lineup played for 9 possessions, and they scored on every single last one of them, and they came out the game. AJ, they started throwing bash to the face to the old lineman. They started throwing some trickery stuff to the old line, bro. They was straight up embarrassing these dudes. So, yes, and then what you said about Dak Prescott. Yes, you are the highest paid player. We just talked about Jaden Daniels. He's throwing the ball to Terry McLaurin. You got CD Lamb. His second and third option is an all-brand Cowboy, Noah Brown, and an all-brand Eagle, Zacchaeus.
Mm-hmm.
And he making it work? Like, Dak, you the highest paid player. That interception he threw was so deflating.
Bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Like
the one in the red zone?
Yes, the first one. I'm watching that game, AJ. I know the score already because I didn't watch it live. And now I'm rewatching it, and I'm like, yo, they actually look all right. You know what I mean? They moving the ball. You know what I mean? Okay, they got several field goal. Okay, cool. Lions scored touchdown first, I think. And they kicked a field goal. And then they, like you said, they held lines to a field goal. I'm like, okay. And they driving the ball again. They get down to the red zone, and he throws that sloppy interception. Lazy pass. Pass was still in the pass was underthrown. Even if the cornerback didn't bail, it was an underthrown pass. Like it still would have been picked off. So he do things like that that's so deflating. Like this, that Steelers game. He threw what? 3 interceptions in that game? It was like that. Like he got saved by the defense. So
he had like 2 interceptions and a fumble, if I'm not mistaken.
The fumble, 3 turnovers. The fumble, yeah, but the 2 interceptions, come on, bro. Like 2 bad ones too. Like they be head scratchers. So yes, we understand the defense is not gonna be there because y'all already roster-wise, you're not shaped. And then y'all losing y'all like come on now. You Lawrence and Parsons, 2 of y'all best defenders. We know that. Jerry Jones didn't do you no favors with that one. And then on top of that, you didn't got no run game. Like you said, they last in the league. But you still are Dak Prescott. You still got CD Lamb. And you still, like you said, I got the ball in my hands every possession. I got control of everything. You have full control of the offense. You have Mike McCarthy, who changed your life last year. You got to be better than that. You got to be better than that. So I would say Jerry Jones first, Dak second. And I'm going to put someone on CD, man. Like, CD Lamb, you paid too. We ain't forget about you. And all your antics against Dak Prescott, I don't like that. I don't like receivers like going at their quarterback like that. Like your quarterback, like Shannon Sharp always says that. Don't show up your quarterback in front of everybody because at the end of the day, he's throwing the ball to you. And one thing you want to do is build confidence in your quarterback. CD, he been the crybaby all year so far, and he's getting paid too. It's not like he's had flawless. I mean, he had flawless games also. So I'm gonna put it on Jerry Jones, Dak, and then CD. And it's hard to say Mike McCarthy because that thing, the roster ain't built. Sorry.
You got nothing for the defense?
Who they got? I mean, you know what? Trayvon Diggs, bro. I can't recognize you.
Bro, I said that last episode.
I can't recognize
bro.
I can't recognize you.
That's another reason why you got to put it on Jerry. You lost Bland. You knew Bland was out before the season started, if I'm not mistaken, for multiple weeks. Trayvon first off a ACL tear, bro. You need secondary help, bro. You and Gilmore looking nice. Bro. It's just again, bro. Like, and this is another thing on the Dak topic, and I know we gotta move on to the pick'ems. On the Dak topic, bro. I told Tomo this, and I told all the Cowboy fans I knew this, and a lot of them kind of scoffed at me when I said this, and it just adds to why Jerry absolutely had to make moves this offseason. Bro, Dak is coming off the best year he's ever had as a starter. That was his best year he ever had as a starter last year. 9 times out of 10, bro, if we being honest, without a running game, and now coming into a new season where you won a division and you got smoked in the first round, bro, he's not going to do that again, especially the next year, bro. Last year, he was lights out. He was second in the MVP race. Second. You think he going to duplicate that the following season with a worse team in a tougher division and ultimately in a tougher conference with a defense that you didn't put no pieces, add no pieces to, with no running? You got Zeke and Rico I hadn't even heard of before the season, and just CD and Ferguson. Bro, you need more.
And you're going to defensive coordinator.
Bro, in order to even get close to what he did before, you need to at least give him Derrick Henry, who was there to be had and wanted to be in Dallas, bro. And it's weird to me, Joe, because it's like, bro, bringing stars to Dallas builds your brand.
Exactly.
Like, bro, getting Odell when he was available a while ago helps your brand. It brings more fans and a bigger audience. Getting somebody like Derrick Henry builds your brand, bro. Like, building up the defense, it builds your brand, bro. Why do you refuse to do it? Why, bro? You don't have a marquee head coach that, like Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson he's like a great, like, everybody know he's a great head coach. We ain't talking about Mike McCarthy like that. If you build a team around them, bro, you gonna get credit. You ain't gonna give more credit to Mike McCarthy than Jerry Jones if you build a team. If you pull up, what's your GM name? Peters, who building his team now, or Howie? Look at your division, bro. Like, bro, he got his karma, bro. I ain't troll no Cowboys fans. I feel for him, bro. I kind of feel for him, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this is tough. Like,
I'm actually mad for y'all. I want Jay to do something. Like, come on. Especially after that radio conversation. That's a whole nother conversation, man.
Oh, he upset because it's his 82nd birthday was wrong.
I know he's on the schedule. He was like,
bro,
we got the Lions for my birthday.
Bro, man.
Right, I know he was sick.
That's, again, his karma.
Yeah.
But Joe, we got to get to these pick'ems, man, to conclude the show.
Yeah, I know.
We got to get to these pick'ems.
Last week, AJ didn't want me to put them up, but I know he wants me to put them up as fast as I can.
Oh, yeah. I almost did it for you.
My man went undefeated last week.
Yo.
Woo!
How crazy. It was funny. I'm watching the Eagles game, bro. And I got NFL ticket too now. So I'm watching the Eagles game. I'm flicking through channels, bro. And as I'm watching, like, flicking through during commercial breaks, like taking peeks at other games throughout the day, in my mind, I'm like, dang, bro, I got a lot of games right. No, I'm used to kind of seeing a game like, dang, I got that game wrong. I got that game wrong. Dang, like, they not coming through for me. Okay, it is what it is. I'll check the record at the end of the day. Bro, I looked at that mug last night. I'm like, I knew I wasn't tripping. I got every game right. Let's get it, man.
You know what's crazy? 11-3 is my best record.
That's a great week.
And you went 14-0. I was like, dang. Like, literally took the lead. Like, because all the games I lost were like my teams I'm holding on to. Like,
yeah,
I also, I picked the Commanders. And I picked the Jags and the Raiders off the strength of what I predicted. I'm like, come on, the Jags gotta win this, and the Raiders gotta win this, and they both got smoked.
Bro, and honestly, I would have messed up and picked the Jets. But
yes,
I'm dog, I'm gonna pick the Bills because I know the Bills gonna win this game, and I'm trying to catch back up. I don't want there to be this huge gap. Not only do he have the division gap in real life, but then he got this pick'em gap. I can't have it, bro. So I gotta be more realistic with my picks. And sure enough, dog,
you're up by 1.
14-0 is crazy, man. I'll take it.
That's crazy. All right, you got the picks up?
Yes, sir. All right.
Oh, let
Let me
me
make sure
put
this is
my.
we on week 7. Yep. All right, waiting for this. All right. First game, Thursday night game. We got an ugly one. We got the Broncos at the Saints.
I'm going with the Broncos.
We going with the Broncos.
Young,
I'm a
young
rock.
QB.
I'm a
What?
rock with the Saints at the crib.
Yeah, young QB going to get some really good defense. I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
Oh, Derek Carr did get hurt, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Who they? Oh, they got the young. Okay,
Yeah, I like him. He got his feet wet. They might win. They put up some points last game.
I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna rock with him. I'm gonna rock with him
Yeah,
at
they might
home in the
win.
dome. I'm gonna rock with him. I just
At
need that
home too.
defense
Yeah,
to
they
step
might
up.
win.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
defense. Yeah.
then
Now
we
this
got
right here, this game,
the worst of the worst. We got
the
the
Mike Jones Bowl.
man. We got the Patriots at the Jags. 76% of people are picking the Jags. By the way, 71% of people pick the Saints to beat the Broncos. I'm gonna give the Jags this game, bro. I'm gonna get the Jags that game. At the
I'm gonna go with
crib,
the Jags too, man.
at the
But
crib,
if they lose though, they might. Your boy Ducky P might be gone, man.
Facts. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. 81% of people are picking the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons 4-2 right now.
I'm going with the Falcons.
I'm going with the Falcons too. The Seahawks slumming right now.
They throw the ball too much.
Yup.
They throw the ball too much.
Yup.
They got Kendall Walker back there and Charbonnet. Run the ball.
We got the Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. 99%. Dude, this is the highest pick, the highest pick percentage I ever seen. 99% of people are picking the Bills to win this game. I gotta roll with the Bills too.
Me too.
we got the Bengals at the Browns. 92% of people are picking the Bengals. I just can't pick the Browns, bro. I gotta pick the Bengals.
Me either, but the Browns own Joe Burrow, bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm gonna go with the Bengals because Deshaun has been so horrible,
bro.
But after that Giants game, I would not be surprised. But
you'd be shocked.
But Deshaun ain't gonna be better than Daniel Jones. Like,
yeah. We got this is a good one. We got the Texans at the Green Bay Packers. 58% of people are picking the Texans. I'm gonna pick the Packers, bro. I'm gonna pick the Packers at the crib.
Come on, man. Dang, you gotta keep this lead. We get the same team. I'm picking the Packers too. It's a battle of the young QBs. Jordan Love against CJ Stroud.
Jordan Love starting to kick it up now. He's starting to turn it up. We got the Dolphins at the Colts. 80% of people are picking the Colts. I think I'm gonna rock with the Colts as well. At the crib.
Same. Another good one.
Oh, we got the Lions versus the Vikings. 61% of people are picking the Lions. I heard Dan Orlovsky say that the Lions are the best team in the NFC and dismiss the Vikings. That's why I'm picking the Vikings to win this game. That defense is crazy, fresh off a bye. I'm rolling with Minnesota.
All right. I'm going to roll Minnesota too. Dang, man. Come on, AJ.
90% of people are picking the Philadelphia Eagles to go into New York and beat the Giants. And y'all know where I'm going. Like I said last week, I ain't even got to mention where I'm going the next 4 weeks. Y'all, I'm picking the Eagles every week, but I'm obviously picking the Eagles over the Giants. And Saquon in his revenge game going for 130 yards on the ground and at least one rushing touchdown.
AJ, I'm picking the Lions.
You picking the Giants?
The Lions, my bad. I went back.
You picking the Lions and the Vikings? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I saw a stat. It says the last 5-0 team to miss the playoffs were the Vikings. The Sam Bradford Vikings. And they were 5-0 and went to a bye week and lost their first game.
Okay, fair.
I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna stick with the Vikings. You picking Giants or Philly?
Oh, Philly, yeah.
Okay. I thought she was gonna try to sneak an upset in there. Okay. We got the Raiders at the Rams. 86% of people are picking the Rams to win this game. I'll let you go first on it, Joe.
I'm sorry, Raiders.
bro, yeah.
I've been picking them. They didn't want to reach my keep getting these losses. Now I do want to pick the Raiders because Devontae Adams is out the building now, and it might bring it. You know what? No, the Rams are 1-4.
They gotta have it. They gotta have it.
I'm
I'm picking the Rams as well. We have the Panthers at the Commanders. I'm gonna roll with the Commanders. 98% of people. We got a lot of Commanders fans. You got a lot of new bandwagon fans now, Joe.
Dang, I know. I'm looking like 98%.
98% of people are picking the Commanders, and we might make it 99%.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders, obviously.
Big time matchup. We got the Chiefs at the 49ers. 59% of people are picking the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers in this. Or no, did I say that right? 59% of people are picking the Chiefs to win this game. I'm rolling with the 49ers, bro, to give the Chiefs their first L.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Fair.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Okay.
We get some in there. We get some different picks in there now.
Some mismatches. Yeah.
We got the Jets at the Steelers. 66% of people are picking the Steelers to win this game. I'm hearing they might start Russell Wilson. I'm picking the Jets with Tay Adams to pull out a win on the road.
I'm not gonna lie. Me too. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets to win this one.
Okay. Vaughn ain't gonna like that when he watched this back.
I know. I'm sorry, Vaughn. I think Justin Fields is gonna start though.
We got
right. Russ is getting the first reps though.
We got the Baltimore Ravens at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 78% of people are picking the Ravens to win this game, bro.
This is tough.
I think I might go with Baker and them boys. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They playing. I'm gonna go with Tampa, bro.
I got Baltimore.
Okay, that's fair. In the last game of the week, Monday night, we got the Chargers at the Cardinals.
Oh, they got 2 Monday night games?
Oh, that game Monday night too. I missed that. Okay.
Come on, man.
But yeah, Chargers at the Cardinals. 59% of people are picking the Chargers to win that game.
Let me see something. The Chargers. They won. Yes, they lost, right?
I believe so.
And Harbaugh had like an illness issue. All right, I'm gonna go with. And the Cardinals, they what? What happened last week? I don't even remember. Oh, they won. They beat the Chargers won last week.
Yeah, Chargers. Right. No, Chargers. The Chargers lost their last game. They beat the
Broncos.
Wait, no, they beat the Broncos. You're right.
And okay, I'm going with at home. I'm going with
the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
I think I might rock with the Cardinals too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me double check though. They just got smacked by the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, bro? Herbert, I'm gonna give you a game, bro. I'm going with the Chargers.
What? You picking Herbo?
I'm gonna take Herbo.
All right.
Well, we got some different picks in here, man. Hopefully we get another 14-0 week from your boy. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I mean,
that was wild, bro. That was wild, bro.
I don't think that was your first time doing that, probably.
Bro, ever. I never had it, bro. I was thinking to myself before we stepped on. I'm like, man, if I was a betting man.
I know, right? That parlay would have been sweet.
That parlay would have been crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I'd be rich.
I know.
Rich, bro.
For real, you picked over, right? That's crazy.
That'd have been one that get posted on all the betting names on Instagram. Like, this dude came up with me in the background, like,
for real.
Geeked.
Man. All right, so look, my last words. First of all, great show, AJ, like always. My last words is shout out to the whole Altua family, shout out to our Altua network, Commanders, keep doing your thing, left hand up. Jonathan Allen, we're gonna hold it down for you because we got Johnny Newton. we got him for a reason. And JD, come on, man, we straight. Like AJ said, Rookie of the Year is in the bag. We still in this MVP race. Look at the odds. My man actually climbed up a little bit after that game. Look at the odds. So we still in this race. We just need Lamar Jackson lose, a few games, keep losing. We gotta keep winning though, and win these division games AJ's talking about. So shout out to my Commanders and crazy. Kings basketball coming up soon. Let's get it.
The Lake Show. I got nothing to say to y'all till the season start. I'm gonna wait till the season start, and I'm gonna address y'all. I'm when it comes to these birds though, my last words, man. Look, man, stand behind coach. Stand behind coach. While everybody bashing him and everybody calling him out of his name and all of that, we know he's not perfect. We know he's not flawless. I myself has been one that's been like, bro, I'm sick of Nick. But at the end of the day, if we could use this energy to rally behind him and play some of our best ball. Not really right now, you ain't got to, but if you could use it as motivation going forward and play clean, efficient ball, before you look up you 6-2, we'll see where Dallas is by the time we see them. And we sitting pretty. And then not only in the NFC, I believe, in the NFC, or not only in the NFC East, I believe, but in the NFC in general. And we all know we still chasing that number 1 seed. We still want it. It's still there. I know the Lions and the Buccaneers, all these teams look good. But we still in the mix at 3-2, man. So the media gonna say, I know a lot of people say, block out the media. Listen to them. Turn it on. Get on Twitter. Listen to what they saying. Listen to it all. Soak it all in. Pause for the wild ones. Listen to it all. And then come out Sunday, going forward, ready to the ball, man. That's my last words for Philly. I stand with my coach. Even though he drive me crazy, his antics be a lot. When we winning, I love it because I'm the same way as a fan. So I stand with my coach. Let's get it. Let's keep stacking these wins, man. Let's keep stacking these wins.
All right, y'all. And we remain unfazed. See y'all next Tuesday.
Unfazed.
Let's go. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.